We are talking about lights, camera, and drama, as I have two representatives here from the National Drama Association of Trinidad and Tobago, and we are speaking about a project by the Playwright Workshop Trinbago called the New Play Festival 2018. And with me this morning is Safar Ali, and one of the playwrights featured, one of three actually, who is Narad Mahabir. Good morning.
Good morning.
And thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so tell me a little bit about New Play Festival 2018.
Well, this is the third year that we're doing this. It's a project of the Playwrights Workshop Trinbago, which is a collective of playwrights who just come together to take basically what we've been reading plays since 2009, and we've decided instead of just continuing reading plays, what do we do with them next?
Right.
So we started to get together with actors and other veteran practitioners, and we decided to take them onto the stage. So it's a developmental process, one step before a full production.
Okay.
So it's how do you get a new play from a script onto a stage.
So walk me through it a little bit. How does the whole process start?
Well, the process actually started when the playwrights submitted a script.
Okay.
So we read it at the monthly readers, which we do the first Wednesday of every month.
And where is that held?
Well, we usually do that at the Trinidad Theatre Workshop, first Wednesday every month.
So is that only open to playwrights and those in that industry, in the theatre industry, or is it open to the public?
It's open to the public because what we want feedback for the playwright from other playwrights, from actors, from other practitioners, but also from the audiences, because the playwright needs to know what you, the audience, interpret by what they thought they wrote.
Okay.
Yes?
All right.
So then we take those plays, we pick three. One is usually a veteran playwright, so we encourage a veteran playwright to write a new play, and then we pair the playwrights with a dramaturge and a director, and they spend about 2 months further developing the script.
Is there sometimes any friction in the creative process, you know, with these three key individuals?
Well, there'll always be friction. you have a playwright who thought they wrote something, they think it's going to work, and then a dramaturge is telling you, it's basically the dramaturge asking you questions for you to understand whether or not it is or isn't working.
Right.
And then the director is coming to tell you, I know you think you wrote this way, but if we start to move it, it might not. Yes, so there's always that clash of, I think I want it this way, and you're telling me maybe it might not work.
Right.
So we have to have that argument.
So Narad, then, tell me, what was your experience?
Well, me being an actor and a set designer, it was kind of difficult, you know, adopting this mantle of playwright, which is very new to me. And being, working together with the dramaturge, Dr. Ifibo Wilkinson, he was able to reveal a lot of my writing that really wasn't working and would not have
for a production?
For my production,
okay.
Yeah. And it has its pros and cons being an artist and a set designer, but something that he made me to realize was that my set directions in the play, they were a bit too heavy and they weighed down the actors and they kind of stifled them. And it had the possibility of the director not being as creative.
Okay.
So he was able to, deal with that. And
all right, so how were you able to overcome it?
Yeah, well, re-editing and looking at ways where the dialogue and the banter could reflect what the directions, what I initially had in the directions.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Lots of work, yeah. But it has been very rewarding, very rewarding.
Yeah, rewarding in what way?
I think that it has been able to develop my approach and process to playwriting.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can see how the script now works. Yeah. So
it has helped your development.
Yes.
You know, so it has made you a better professional.
And the process is open-ended because it's a work in progress. You know, it's still ongoing. So there's a lot of work still to be done.
Yes, and I'm sure Safa could tell me a little bit more about the New Play Festival 2018 and the work that will go into it. So where is it being held this year?
It's at the Big Black Box on Murray Street in Woodbrook. What we're featuring is we're featuring 3 plays. The 4th is by Narad Mahabir, so he was a UTT student when we selected his play. The other one is by Risa Samuel called Asylum. She was a UE student when we selected her play, because we try to do that. Get the university students, yes, so but we help them grow. And then our veteran playwright this year is Earl Lovelace, who is adapting his novel Salt. And what we've come to find is that there are a lot of plays that can be found inside of Salt. So the process now is how do you find this one that we are presenting the process to the audience. So the audience is being asked to come see what we've been doing and give feedback, discuss with the playwright what they saw, discuss with the actors what they saw. So then the playwright can now rewrite and further develop the work. Or we can discover, because the entire thing is discovery, we might discover that where they've reached, it's actually a play.
All right, that sounds really interesting and really exciting. And, you know, if I happen to stumble across the stage, you know, to give me an acting role now, you know. I have no acting experience.
No.
But just before we close off, just tell me the time where, well, you told me the Big Black Box. What date is it?
So it's the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. So it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Thursday, we start at 6 for the opening reception, but the play Salt starts at 7. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we have all 3 plays running at 6 p.m., 8, and 10 p.m. And then on Sunday, we have Asylum at 6 and The Fort at 8, so that all 3 plays get to run 3 times to have feedback from 3 different audiences.
All right, well, it sounds amazing. Hopefully I can make it. It sounds like something I'd enjoy watching and, you know, bringing along a guest or something.
Yeah, well, tickets are only $50 per
so
play.
cheap?
Yes, and if you want to see all 3 plays, you can get a festival pass. That's $125, and it allows you to come to any 3 performances of each play.
Oh, so you save when you buy the bundle.
When you buy in bundle,
Right. All right, sounds so good. So, thank you so much, Narad Mahabir, and Safar Ali,
thank you for having me.
representing the National Drama Association of Trinidad and Tobago, for your new play festival that is presented by the Playwright Workshop Trinbago.